Let's dive into a role that's become incredibly vital in today's tech landscape, the AWS Solutions Architect. Essentially, these are certified IT professionals who are experts in designing, deploying, and operating complex, secure applications on Amazon Web Services. They're the technical minds behind building cost-effective and reliable cloud infrastructure. And in 2025, the average annual salary for this role is around $119,000 with an hourly rate of about $50.
That $119,000 figure really underscores how much companies value having someone who can navigate the complexities of AWS to build and maintain their digital backbone. I mean, it's a significant investment, but clearly the return in terms of efficient and secure cloud operations is seen as well worth it.
Absolutely. So we've established the baseline. AWS Solutions Architects are key players, and they're compensated very well for it. But what exactly influences this salary? Let's break down the factors that can move that $119,000 number up or down.
Right? Because that average figure is just the starting point.
When it comes to AWS Solutions Architect salaries, experience is a major driver. For those just starting out with less than 2 years on the job, the average annual earnings fall between $78,000 and $90,000. However, a seasoned professional with about 14 years of experience can see that average jump to nearly $140,000, with figures potentially reaching $175,000.
That's a massive leap, and it highlights the value of deep practical knowledge. It's not just about knowing the AWS services from a textbook. It's about having the proven ability to architect complex, reliable systems over time, which is what those senior roles demand and are rewarded for. You've seen problems, you've solved them, and you can prevent them from happening again.
Exactly. And it's not just about years of experience. Specialized skills also play a huge role. But first, let's look at another significant factor: where you work. The company you work for can dramatically affect your paycheck as an AWS Solutions Architect.
Oh, this is where it gets really interesting.
It really does. We're seeing some astronomical figures from major players. Netflix, for example, averages around $1.4 million annually for this role, and Amazon itself is paying about $500,000. Even companies like Google are offering an average of $182,000, while Microsoft is at $105,000.
Wait, $1.4 million at Netflix? That is just wild. It's fascinating to see that kind of variance, especially between a company like Netflix and, say, Microsoft. It really shows how different companies value this expertise. For Netflix, their entire product is streaming infrastructure. That architect role is absolutely business critical. It's the whole show.
That makes sense. It's a fascinating look at how company-specific factors play out. Beyond the employer, let's explore how geographical location can also shift those numbers, and we'll look at salaries across different countries.
Got it. The global perspective.
Let's take a quick global tour of AWS Solutions Architect salaries. In the US, the average is around $151,000 annually. Moving to the UK, that's about £60,500, while in Australia, it's AU dollar $134,500. In Canada, you're looking at C dollar 107,000, and in Germany, around 67,000 euros. Even in India, the average is over 2 million Indian rupees annually.
That's a good reminder that while the core skills are universal, the economic landscape and cost of living in different regions significantly shape compensation. The US and Australia appear to be at the higher end, which is consistent with many tech roles, but it's great to see strong figures across several major economies. It confirms this is a globally in-demand skill.
Indeed. So we've covered the role, average salaries, the impact of experience, company differences, and now global variations. But why are these roles so highly compensated in the first place? We've seen that AWS Solutions Architects are paid significantly more than many other architect roles.
The primary reason is their direct responsibility for designing and implementing scalable, highly available, and secure cloud architectures, especially on AWS. This expertise is crucial as businesses increasingly rely on cloud infrastructure. And that responsibility comes with immense pressure and a need for constant learning. The cloud landscape is always evolving, so these architects aren't just building. They're continuously adapting to meet business goals with the most efficient solutions.
So it's not just about technical skill, but about the strategic impact on a company's core operations and future growth, right? It's the ability to translate complex business needs into robust, scalable, and cost-effective cloud solutions that truly justifies that premium compensation.
Exactly. They're essentially the architects of a company's digital future, ensuring resilience, scalability, and security in an increasingly cloud-centric world. That strategic oversight is invaluable, and it's why the demand just keeps growing.
A fantastic point. So, to wrap this all up, what are the main things our listeners should take away from this conversation about AWS architect salaries?
I think it boils down to a few key points. First, the average salary is strong, around $119,000 a year, reflecting high demand. Second, your experience is a massive lever. Senior architects earn significantly more than entry-level ones, with averages jumping from around $80,000 to nearly $140,000. Third, who you work for matters immensely. We saw the huge gap between Netflix at $1.4 million and other tech giants. And finally, location plays a big role, with salaries varying globally but remaining strong in major tech hubs. Ultimately, the high pay is justified by the critical strategic responsibility of designing a company's cloud backbone.